Hello friends, welcome back to Chef Bill's Kitchen. In this episode, we're going to be making California Stollen. Yes, it's that classic German sweetbread with fruit and other delicious ingredients. Now this version of Stollen is well known from that wintertime TV classic, California Stollen.
I'm headed to California to get some California Stollen.
Wally the wintertime clown? They have Stollen in California?
Sure do, and it's full of so much cheer. Goodbye.
Wait a minute, Wally, I want some cheer too. I want some California Stollen. I'll just use my beer sleigh to get there. Oh no, I'm out of beer. How could I be out of beer? I can't go anywhere now. Ah, Schlitz. Step forward, my son.
Yeah, that's right, Santa Father. I stole all of Beer Santa's beer. He can't go anywhere now. You know what I mean?
Now listen, it's important that Beer Santa doesn't get any California Stollen.
You want something stolen? Oh, I can steal anything you want. You know what I mean?
No, you idiot! I'm talking about Stollen, the German sweet wintertime bread with so much cheer. Now I got a plan to make sure that Beer Santa never gets any Stollen ever again. In this California Stollen, I'm going to be using California-grown dried fruits, dates, walnuts, and almonds. These are all sourced and grown in California. My choice for my Stollen is 30 grams of currants, 30 grams of golden raisins. I want to keep these separate for now. 30 grams of dried figs, and chop those coarsely and add those to the currants. 20 grams of fresh dates, chopped and added to the golden raisins. Now 10 grams of almonds and 10 grams of walnuts. I'm going to chop these coarsely and toast them in a dry pan. This gives it a smoky and delicious flavor that'll go well with the fruits. 70 grams of unsalted butter gets set out so it will become to room temperature. I'm also going to be soaking my fruit in a Earl Stevens Tropiscato blended wine. This is a sweet and strong wine, and I'm using it instead of the traditional rum. This wine is grown and bottled in California. Next, active dry yeast. I want exactly 3.5 grams, and I'm measuring this out on a more accurate scale. I'm measuring out 67 milliliters or grams of whole milk. Now I warm the milk in a microwave to about 100 degrees. I'm adding in just a teaspoon of flour to get it started, and then the yeast. This is our sponge. Mix this up and let it sit for at least 20 minutes. You should smell it and see little bubbles forming on the top.
Are you sure we can get to California on this thing?
Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Of course I'm sure. Oh well, I just need a little help to get started is all.
Well, help? Well, how can I help?
I just give it a little push, to get started.
Well, okay, I guess.
Just get a little push there. Ha ha ha!
It's time to make our dough. I'm going to measure out 170 grams of bread flour. Now I'm also adding 20 grams of wheat flour. This is going to give the bread a little bit of a California style texture and flavor depth. I'm also adding 20 grams of almond flour. Now this is traditional for a Stollen recipe. Now our sugar. I'm using raw turbinado cane sugar for this, 40 grams. Now I'm going to add that 70 grams of unsalted butter. It has come to room temperature. Now the zest of a lemon. I'm going to add about half of the peel to the dough mixture. For our spices, I'm going to add some traditional cardamom pods and some whole cloves. I'm going to shell the cardamom because I just want the seeds inside. I'm going to grind that up in an old coffee grinder and add it to my dough. Next is a half teaspoon of cinnamon and a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now that all gets mixed up in my mixer for a little bit until it's fully incorporated. The dough should be kind of like a cross between cookie dough and a bread dough. It's dense, but it has a little bit of give to it. Now I want to let this dough rise in a warm place for at least 2 hours, maybe more. If it's cold in your kitchen, the dough is going to take longer to ferment.
And I'm like so hungry. You said we were gonna stop at fast food.
Eventually, once we get to California.
Eventually? I am hungry now. I am so out of here.
Wait, don't go. I need you. I gotta get to California. Ah, Schlitz.
All my friends are gone, and I'm out of beer,
and I'm out of beer. I'm like so hungry, but there's no fast food near.
No fast food near. California, they got stolen, but they ain't got none here.
They ain't got none here.
California Stollen, we'll miss you this year. Our dough has fermented for about 2 hours and has increased in volume. I'm going to roll it out with a rolling pin. As I'm working the dough, I'm shaping it into a long rectangle shape. Now I haven't added the fruit yet. I'm going to do that now. I didn't want it to be on the outside of the Stollen because the raisins that are on the outside of the bread tend to burn. I'm going to make 2 folds in the Stollen dough. And as I do the second fold, I'm going to add those golden raisins and dates to the middle. I'm kind of rolling it up like a burrito. I'm going to prepare a baking sheet with a parchment paper and gently put my Stollen onto the baking sheet. Now I'm going to let this continue to ferment in the oven. After another 2 hours, it has increased a little bit in size and it's ready for baking. Since my oven is gas, I'm going to put the bread at the top of the oven and also have a baking sheet underneath of it as a heat shield so it will heat evenly. I'm going to set my oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit and let it go for about 40 minutes. The Stollen should be golden brown and ready to come out of the oven and rest. I'm making several small holes in the Stollen. This is going to be for my melted butter. I'm going to melt butter in the microwave and then brush it on, coating the entire bread very generously. Next comes powdered sugar. I have some organic powdered sugar, and I'm going to use a sieve to completely cover the Stollen with powdered sugar. Then I'm going to gently wash the bread again with another layer of melted butter. And once again, another layer of powdered sugar. Now we let it rest overnight. The next morning, we're ready to check out the Stollen. Now friends, I want to remind you that I'm putting all the recipes, notes, and other information in the description below. So go check it out and leave a comment if you make this recipe. I'd like to know.
Yeah, you see here now, Beer Santa, you just sign this contract and all future Stollen will be property of Santa Father. All right? And you can have all the beer you want, all right? I guess that's okay. I gotta get to California any way I can.
Wait, Beer Santa! Don't do it!
Huh?
You don't need beer! Like,
will totally get you to California!
Cheer? What do you mean? You mean all I needed this whole time was some cheer?
That's right.
Whoa.
Now let's get going!
Oh. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Hey, it's working! It's working! Ha ha ha! Well, friends, that's California Stollen. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen. I hope you had fun making Stollen. I know I did. If you want to check out some more wintertime classic recipes, well, check out this video right here. So until next time, happy cooking from Chef Bill.